I'm going to teach you on how to graph this sine and cosine. So I prepared 4 examples here. So first example is equals to y is equals to 3 sine 2x plus 1. So the formula says that it is the a sine b plus d. So since we don't have phase shift, so we don't have c. So our a is our amplitude, which is equals to 3. Then the period is equals to 2 pi over the b, or the 2. So 2 pi over 2 is equals to pi. Then our d is our middle line, which is positive 1. So we have here the graph. So first we have to plot the middle line, which is the positive 1. Then we add 3, so we get positive 1 plus 3 is equals to 4. Then 1 minus 3 is equals to negative 2. So our period then it will end at pi. So pi, to get the points here, pi over 2, pi divided by 2 is equals to pi over 2. So this is the pi over 2. Then we add the pi over 2 and the pi, so we get 3 pi over 2 times 1 half, since we have to divide it again by 2. So it will be equal to 3 pi over 4. Then 0 plus pi over 2 is equals to pi over 2. Then divide it again by 2, or multiply it by 1 half, so we get pi over 4. So since our given is positive, so our graph will be, it will go up. So let us first plot here at the middle line, then up at pi over 4, then down at pi over 2, down again at pi over 4, then up at pi. So we get our graph here like this. So this is the graph of y is equals to 3 sine 2x plus 1. So the next is cosine. So y is equals to negative 2 cosine 2 over 3x plus 4. So this is our amplitude, the absolute value of negative 2. Then our period, which is equal to 2 pi over 2 times this, 2 over 3 rather. So we get 2 pi times the reciprocal of 2 over 3 is equals to 3 over 2. So multiply it, we get 6 pi over 2, which is equal to 3 pi. Then our middle line is positive 4. So to plot it, we get positive 4 as our middle line. Then add it by 2, so we got 6. 4 plus 2 is equals to 6. Then 4 minus 2 is equals to 2 again. Then since this is negative, so our graph will go upward. So we will start here at the lowest point. So 0, we got 2. Then at 3 pi over 4, we got 4. Then at 3 pi over 2, we got 6. Then at 9 pi over 4, we got 4. Then down again at 3 pi over 2. So this is one cycle. Then here, we got phase shift now. So y is equals to negative 3 sine x minus 4 pi minus 2. So this is the amplitude. A is equals to absolute value of 3. So since we got the phase shift, or the c, so phase shift is equals to this one. We just have to equate it by 0. So x minus 4 equals to 0. So transpose the negative 4 to the other side. So we get x is equals to negative 4 pi. Then our period is 2 pi over this x over 1 is equals to 2 pi. Then in order to get the end point, so this is the first point actually, the 4 pi. Then our end point, we have to add the period and the phase shift. So 2 pi plus 4 pi is equals to 6 pi. So we get our first point and our end point. So the middle line is negative 2. negative 3 is equals to negative 5. Then plus 3, we got positive 1. So then our period, it will start at 4 pi and end at 6 pi. So we got other 3 periods here. So in order to get that 3 period, we have to add 4 plus 6 pi is equals to 10 pi over 2. So we got 5 pi here. Then to get this middle here, we got to add this 4 pi plus 5 pi is equals to 9 pi. Then over 2, we got 9 pi over 2. Same goes here at 5 pi, the middle of 5 pi and 6 pi. So we get 11 pi over 2. So since our given is negative 3 sine, the direction of our graph will go downwards. So we are going to start at the middle line, negative 2, then goes down at negative 5, then up at negative 2, then up again at positive 1, then down at negative 2. So we got 2 cycles here. Then that is how we're going to graph sine with phase shift. Then the last example is number 4, y is equals to 4 cosine 1/2 x plus pi minus 3. So the amplitude again is absolute value of 4. Then our phase shift will be 1/2 x plus pi is equals to 0. Then move this positive pi to the other side, so it will goes like 1/2 x is equals to negative pi. Then to remove the 1/2, we got to over 1/2 everything. So we got x is equals to negative 2, since negative pi times the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2 over 1. So 2 over 1 times pi is equals to negative 2 pi. Then our period will be 2 pi over the b, or the 1/2, is equals to 2 pi times the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2 over 1 again. So we got 4 pi so 4 pi. Then in order to get the end point, so we got to add this, then 4 pi plus since this is negative, so it will go minus, then minus 2 pi is equals to 2 pi. So this is our first point, negative 2 pi, and our end point will be 2 pi. So this will be the graph. So we have to plot again the middle line, which is negative 3. Then plus 4, negative 3 plus 4 is equals to positive 1. Then negative 3 minus 4, so we got negative 7. So since our given is positive, then the direction of our graph will go downwards. So in order to get again the period from negative 2 to positive 2, so we have to 0 plus negative 2 is equals to negative 2. Then over 2, it will be equal to negative pi. Then here, same goes with here, 0 plus 2 pi is equals to 2 pi over 2 is equals to pi. So we will start at the highest point, which is the positive 1. So it goes here, then down at negative pi, so it will have negative 3. Then at 0, it will be on negative 7. Then at positive pi, it will have, the point will be at negative 3. Then at positive 2 pi, we'll get positive 1. So our graph, if we're going to connect that all, our graph will look like this. So this is the graph of sine and cosine with and without phase shift. So I hope that this video you will get an extra knowledge about graphing sine and cosine, and I hope this will help you in your assignments and projects at school. That will be all. Thank you and bye-bye!